What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do a quick head-to-head between the Soundcore Sport X10s and their big brother, if you want to say it that way, the Soundcore Liberty 3 Pros. We're going to go ahead and see what they have in common, what they have differences in. We're going to check out the app for each of them. We're going to run some songs and see what the difference is there. So strap in. It should be fun. Okay, we're back in. Here we go. We've got the sound piece. There I go already. We got the Soundcore Sport X10s, the Liberty 3 Pros. All right, going head to head. So first off, let's start with pricing. The Liberty 3 Pros, you can get them at $129.99. You can get them at that price on either Soundcore and Amazon. As the same thing for the Sport X10s. You can get them at $79.99 on Amazon as well as the Soundcore app. But if you do the Soundcore app, you can get a 30-day trial for the fitness app. That way you can have that app when you're doing exercises and utilize it along with the earbuds. Don't worry, I will leave links in the description box below, so feel free to take advantage of those options there. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the earbuds and case. First off, the case, obviously, as you can see, this is the Sport X10 case it's pretty big. It's got that oval / rectangular type feel. It's rocking the matte black. I like the decal as I do on the Liberty 3 Pros case. Like I said, it's a very big one. I wouldn't call it a pocketable case, but something you can definitely toss in your bag, your gym bag or anything like that. What I do like is the front here. This not only shows your power indicator for the chart for the case, but also pushes in and it automatically pops open so you can access your earbuds. And it just shuts down, no click, no anything like that. Just a clean shut, clean open. I do like that. And you take a look at the Liberty 3 Pros case. It's got that pebble shape that I love. I love that one-handedness. You can slide it open, slide it closed with one hand. I like this. I like that when they brought this out with the Liberty 2 Pros, I thought this was pretty good. I love that. Okay, so of course you got your indicator lights here on the front. And of course, they're both USB-C charging. I like the fact that they don't have that cover flap. They did away with that with these later model cases. And then, of course, like I said, you got your USB-C and you also got your pairing buttons on the back of each of them. So points, I guess points would go to the Soundcore Liberty, the Liberty 3. I don't know why I said Soundcore. They're both Soundcore. The Liberty 3 case, because it's a little bit smaller, it's thinner, obviously, as you can see, and it's more pocketable than the Sport X10 case. But I still like, despite all that, I still like this case. I still think it's a very durable case of, like I said, something you can throw right in your gym bag and keep it pushing. All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to pull out the earbuds here and take a look at each of them. Obviously, they're two totally different form factors. Actually, you know what? We're going to take this one out of this ear and this one out of this ear. Okay, totally different form factors. Let me go ahead and pull this up. All right, as you can see, the Sport X10s have a wing that you can rotate, out, and it wraps around your ear for even secure fit. Full disclosure, I did change the ear tip to a larger one for a better seal for the active noise canceling. Then, of course, you have, it looks like they took some cues from the oval shaping of the Liberty 3 Pro. They just really shrunk it down here on the Sport X10. They really shrunk it down, and instead of going with the touch pad, they incorporated a function button where you can single tap, double tap, and then I guess it's a tap and hold functions on them. Whereas you have just the massive touch screen or a touchpad here on the Liberty 3 Pros. Of course, the Liberty 3 Pros have its own internal wing. This one goes inside the ear, whereas this one wraps around the ear. Both of them, once you have them set in, is very secure. Full disclosure, I also changed this ear tip, and I went with a bigger wing on for my Liberty 3 Pros. But both of these are exceptional for the gym. I wouldn't have a problem picking either one of these guys up and going to the gym and working out with either one of these guys on. Okay, so you saw that in there. Actually, you know what we're going to do? We're going to go ahead and get pictures of these guys. One in this ear, one in this ear. We're going to see the aesthetics of each. Okay. Yeah, that hook is all, that's all it is right there. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get a picture. Got the trusty phone out. We'll go ahead and get a couple selfies here. We go. And we're gonna do one front ways so you can see what it looks like from the front. All right. Now we're gonna go back in. All right. First thing, this is how it looks. These are the Sport X10 earbuds. That's how it looks. It got the wing going around the ear, and of course it sits nice and snug inside, right in the ear, very comfortable, very light. All right, and then let's go ahead and slide. Oops, let me go back further. All right, and then we have the Liberty 3 Pro, also in very snug with the wing and the upgrade in the ear tip. This correct ear tip, very comfortable in the ear. I have no pressure. I feel no pressure whatsoever right now. A lot of people complain about that type of thing happening with earbuds, and then when you switch and you get bigger ear tips, man, I need a shave. Okay, so this is the front look. This is how it looks, as if someone was looking and talking to you. This is how it would seem. It doesn't protrude out hardly at all. Very sleek for the Sport X10. All right, and let's go ahead and we're going to switch over, and this is what the Liberty 3 Pro looks like. Sticks out just a little bit further than the Sport X10, but still kind of discreet in my opinion. But I just wanted to let you know that's what they look like from a front view as well. It's enough looking at me. So I don't know what I'm doing in this phone. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, so that was a quick look at the earbuds inside the ear. Okay, so what we're going to do now, if I can keep my hands on one of these things, is we're going to go ahead and we're going to talk specs. Okay, as far as Bluetooth versions, they're both obviously working with Bluetooth 5.2. As far as the Liberty 3 Pros, we know they do AAC, SBC, and LDAC. And as far as the Sport X10s, they go SBC and AAC. Both have active noise canceling. However, the noise canceling feature as of right now on the Sport X10s is in its beta form. So we're for the testing, we're still going to try to use it. Just I just want to see how it is with, in beta, but as of right now, that's where it is until an update should get it into its full functioning mode. As far as the Liberty 3 Pros, they do have ANC, but they use what they call a hear ID test. Basically, you do a hearing test, and your active noise and your noise canceling is based on your hearing test. To be, just to make a long story short. Okay. Now, as we talk about battery life, we're gonna go with the Sport X10s first on this one, because they got, with ANC off, you can get up to 8 hours on the earbuds. Now with the case, you can get up to 32 hours. Now with the ANC on, you can get 6 hours. With the earbuds, with the case, you can get up to 24 hours. Now they also have a transparency mode, which will, on the earbuds, will give you 7 hours, and with the case, you get up to 28 hours. And as far as continuous phone calls, you get up to 5 hours on the earbuds, and then with the case, up to 20 hours. So very versatile earbuds. I like the fact that, they give you all that information there. So you can basically use these all the way around, not only just at the gym. You can get apparently you can get all day use out of these guys. Okay, so now if we focus over to Liberty 3 Pros, the earbuds, you can get up to 8 hours. With the case, you get up to 32 hours. I vouch for these guys. I use these at work. All day. Put one in. I usually put one in, work half a day, and then switch them out. But if I wanted to go all day with just one earbud, I could do that with these guys. Both of them, the battery life on both of these are exquisite. All right, as far as quick charging, they both support it. Okay, as far as, the Sport X10, 10 minutes will get you up to 2 hours, whereas the Liberty Pros, 15 minutes will get you, Liberty 3 Pro, 15 minutes will get you up to 3 hours. Both of them have an IPX rating. The Liberty 3 Pros are at IPX4, which means sweat and water resistant. As far as getting caught out in the rain at the gym, you're good. I just wouldn't dunk these in water. Whereas the Sport X10s are IPX7 rated, so they can be submerged in water. And on top of that, they also have what they call a sweat guard technology with them, where it protects from corrosion from sweat and anything for people who work out and they sweat profusely. They get very wet. You ain't got to worry about the contacts or anything like that getting corroded, or any type of any type of metals or anything within the earbud getting corroded and causing damage or anything like that. They have that type of technology on it, which I think is fantastic. Okay, as far as wireless charging, only the Liberty 3 Pros support wireless charging for the case. You can only charge the Sport X10s with the USB-C cable. And as far as special features, the only one that goes to Liberty 3 Pros with the multi-point pairing. Okay, so with all that said, what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and we're going to dive into the app, because we're all going to the same place here, and we're going to take a look at each device in that app and see what the differences are and what are similar. Okay, so stay strapped in, because here we go. Okay, welcome back. We're strapped in, and as you can see, we've got the Sport X10s already paired up. So let's go ahead and dive into the into the app here. I'm going to the Soundcore app. We'll make sure everybody's boom. Okay, it says we're already connected, so let's dive in. All right, now here we go. Right at the front page, you got a nice dynamic picture of the earbuds. You've got their battery strength on the left there. Of course, the name of the earbuds, and of course, if you go up here into the gear, you can turn on wind noise reduction. You can turn that on, we're going to turn that on because I like to have that on. That's like if you're running outside, I'll just turn it on. Firmware update. I did run an update earlier today. There was one available there, so I did go ahead and update. And of course, you got your help, your quick start guide, and your user menu options here. All right, so then we back out. Okay, well, let me go back. Okay, you got your breathe function, your breathe app within the app. So you go on that. It basically gives you time, like you get your warm up breathing going. If you're going to go and do some exercise, then of course you got your relax mode breathing. Then you got your decompression mode, and of course you can do a custom mode as well. I haven't had this set up because I haven't done anything in this one just yet. But you can go in, as you can see, the screen changes. You got relaxation, so you got like a forest and everything like that. Then of course your decompression, you're out there on the water, and then of course you can customize it, and they got just a nice little rock face there. Very nice picture. You can go in and set it to however you want on the custom side. If you go up here to the little gear, you can set all your custom breathing, how long you want to, inhale, hold your breath, exhale, hold your breath. You can set that up however you like into whatever music you like and in the background while you do it. So it's a very good app to use. I think I might dive into that down the road. Okay, so moving on, we got the equalizer here. So you got your two options. You got your default sounds, from Soundcore. You tap on it again, and then you can go in. You can bass up if you want to. We'll turn that on. I love a good bass. Well, actually, we're going to turn that off for the testing. You got bass up, and then, of course, you got all your other different types of sound stages, depending on what you want. And Soundcore is usually incredible with it. They got so many different variations that you can choose from, pick and play with in that setting there. And if not, you want to do custom, you tap on it to acknowledge it, and then go in. You can customize your own EQ. I have it set to test, where everything is zeroed out for the audio testing that we do. If you want to hit the gear, then of course in here, if you have like a list of them, you can edit the name of them, or you can delete them all together. Or you can, if you had them in some type of order, you can probably move them around depending on that. Okay, so, and I don't believe there's a limit to how many EQ settings you can set within the Soundcore app. All right, so then we go back out there. We're going to make sure it's on test for the testing. Okay, and then you got your ambient sound. You go in there. Of course, you got normal. I don't know if I can get this in. All right, there we go. You got normal. Then, you, of course, like I said, noise canceling is in its beta form, as well as transparency mode. I'm still going to use try to use the noise canceling feature just to see if it works. If it works at all, and then when we're doing the testing and everything. So it's very good that they're going to have that in on these sport earbuds. I really like that feature. Okay, and that is basically it. Nice, neat, and clean for the Sport X10 earbuds. What we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and get these guys back in their cases, in their houses, in their cases. We're going to switch over to the Liberty 3 Pros, and then we're going to dive into that app there. All right, so stay strapped in. Okay, we are back in. We got the Liberty 3 Pros. They are paired up. So what we're going to do, we're going to go right back into the Soundcore app this time. And now we're going to go ahead and select the Liberty 3 Pros and go ahead and get them connected. And boom, just like that, we're in. All right, so now, what do we have? Of course, we got our picture of our earbuds up at the top there. We got the battery level of each, the left earbud, right earbud, and the case at the bottom here. All right, so then moving on down, you got your ambient sound functions. Right now, they are currently in normal because I do not have them in my ear. But we do have active noise canceling, enable, the Hear ID, ANC. Of course, I have to have them in my ear in order to that to activate. So we'll leave it there for right now. And of course, you got the wind reduction feature. I have it turned on. I don't know if you could tell. Okay, there we go. You can tell that way. All right, good. You got it turned on here. And of course, then you got your Hear ID tests. You can go in, you can do a Hear ID test or a Hear ID ANC test, the sound test and ANC test. This is personalized for my earbuds. This one says it's unoptimized, so I do have to go in and do the test here. But I'll do that at a later date. Okay. Then moving on down, you got your sound modes. You click on that. If you have a device that supports LDAC, take advantage of this. This really helps with your audio. Unfortunately, my phone does not support LDAC, so we go with we make sure that our connection quality is top notch. All right, so which I've never had a problem with these anyway. All right, so moving down, we go into the controls. Okay, you have your single tap, double tap, press and hold for 2 seconds, and then triple tap options. They're all customizable for each earbud, left and right. Okay, so you can go through, say for instance on your left, you want your single tap. I got mine set to play pause, but obviously you can see you can do just about everything with them. Volume up, volume down, next, previous track. Like I said, play pause, and you can either use it for a voice assistant if you're using like Alexa, or not, I don't know if it's Alexa, but I know if you're using like Google, Siri, Bixby, those types of things, you can go ahead and have that trigger whatever is your default voice assistant. And then of course you got your ambient sound. You can cycle through. If you hit that, then you can go ahead and select which ones you want: normal, transparency, or noise canceling modes. You can cycle through all of them. And put that one back on. All right, so now, like I said, you can do the single tap, same thing with the double tap, triple tap, and the hold for 2 seconds. I just have, me personally, I have that for my ambient sound cycle, so you can do that all there too. All right, so then you got more settings. So if you click on here, you can go down. Of course, you got your serial number. And you got your wear detection. Of course, when you take the earbud out, your audio pauses, put it back in, audio resumes. Your device list shows you a list of all the devices that your buzz is connected to. And then, of course, you can turn on and off your dual device connection, which is multi-pairing. Of course, once they did that, I'd never turn that off. I wouldn't understand why anybody would keep that off anyway, but that's definitely there. Of course, you can you can swap between which ones you want your earbuds to be connected to in the multi-point functionality. Okay, so then going down, you got your prompt tones. You want wearing alert or a touch tone. I got them both selected because I'm greedy like that. And of course, moving down, you got the fit test. You go in here, you put the earbuds in. You hit the button there, it will give you an audio quality test and a noise canceling test. It will let you know if you got a good fit or if you need to change the ear tips, maybe go up a level higher or level back, just to make sure you got the proper seal and you're getting good audio out of it. Okay, and then of course you got your power off, your auto off. Say for instance, if you put the earbuds down or take them out, sit them on your desk or table, and you walk away, and after so much time, they'll turn off. You got never power off. Then you can go source. You got 30 minutes, 60 minutes, 90 minutes, and then 120 minutes. I usually just leave it at 30 minutes because that just seems like the best in my opinion. However, everybody else's situation is different. But of course, I never put it on, never power off, because that takes a toll on the actual batteries within the earbuds there, in my opinion. Okay, and of course you got your firmware update button there. Of course, we're up to date there. And then of course you got your quick start guide that you can walk through in case you need to do some quick troubleshooting or want to know how to properly use or anything with the earbuds. All right, so that, and we go into, let's see, what else did we missing anything? Let me see. Did I show you let me go in. Okay, let's go into the EQ. I missed this one here. I knew there was something I missed. The sound effects. All right, now I got it set to Ron's EQ. That's my EQ right there, but we're going to put it on test. And there you go. But you, of course, you got your Hear ID. You got your 3D surround sound. Now, if you're using LDAC, it will not work with that one. So you might have to turn LDAC off in order to take advantage of that. You got hip hop. And of course, once you go in, you've got all kinds of different types of sound stages you can choose from within the hip hop genre. And then, of course, you got professional. Tap on that and then tap in again. You got all different types of producers and their sounds, their signature sounds that they've designed themselves. That Soundcore's added in, so you can enjoy those with your earbuds. You can pick anyone you like there. Then, of course, like I said, you got your custom one where you can go out and set up your own custom EQ. Okay, but like I said, we will keep that at 0 on test, and then we're going to go ahead and give it a shot. That way it's an even playing field with this Sport X10s. All right, so that is it for the app for the Liberty 3 Pros. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and, since we already have these guys in, we're going to go ahead and run a hearing audio test with these guys. We're going to pick up 2 songs and we're going to listen to them, like I said, with no audio, with no EQ help whatsoever on any of them. And we're going to see how they sound back to, 101 at max volume. Okay, so stay strapped in. We'll be back. All right, we're back in. We got the Liberty 3 Pros already paired up, so we got them in both in ear. We're going to start with Lenny Kravitz's again. So let's go it in. Okay, we are at max volume, as you can see. Okay, very balanced sound. The vocals are very clear. And I'm getting good sound separation. Nicely done. The instrumental separation is top notch. Definitely up there with some of my higher end earbuds. Okay, I can get lost in that song. I love it. Yes, very, very balanced. The separation was excellent. At max volume, they get loud. I thought they could use another tick. I don't know if I mentioned that before, but I think they could use another tick of loudness, but that could be just me. Let's go ahead and go into the next song, and before I give you, then we'll switch on to the Sport X10s, and then we'll wrap up. All right, so let's go into let me see. You know what? We're going to find someone new. Let's see who. All right. Well, you know what? I'll find someone for the next one. We're going to go ahead and do Rough Riders. This one usually always has that great bass, and this is a true hip hop song we can test. So, The Hood by the Rough Riders. Let's get in. See, that bass is banging. Yeah. Okay. See, now this song is heavy, is bass heavy, and it represents that with the earbuds. So very nice, nicely done. Okay, so this is a bass. Like I said, this is a bass heavy song, and the bass is brought forward, but not too far where the synthesizer and the vocals suffer. So very well done on this one. Um, like I said, still get one more tick louder, but other than that, it's a very balanced sound with no EQ help with the Soundcore, the Liberty 3 Pros. What we're going to do is next is we're going to go ahead and switch out the these ones for the Sport X10s, and we're going to run them through and the paces and see how they sound. Okay, so stay strapped in. All right, we're back in, and now we've got the Sport X10s paired up, and in the ears we've got Lenny Kravitz again on cue. And just I want to on a side note, I did try the beta, just switching the noise canceling off and on these, and I have to admit, in beta, the noise canceling on these is pretty good. I have a fan running in the background, just as my gauge for active noise canceling. These guys is the Soundcore Liberty 3's noise canceling is very good, but these guys, I think these are on par with the Liberty 3 Pros, and that's saying something, being that these are such a small earbud. But like I said, the right tips make all the difference when you're talking about noise canceling and audio. So when you get these, if you decide to get these, make sure you got the right ear tips in, and that way you can enjoy them to the utmost. All right, so let's go ahead and Lenny Kravitz again. Let's see how they sound. We are at max volume, so here we go. Okay, now they're just as loud as a Liberty 3 Pros. The bass is more pronounced, though. Not by much, though, but a little bit more pronounced. As far as the vocals go, they're clear. Very good. The sound separation is good also. Let me get the chorus here. Let me see. You can definitely hear the guitar in the background. So the instrumental separation is definitely there. Okay. These guys are on par with the Liberty 3 Pros in that genre there. I cannot I cannot say anymore. $80. $80. And as of right now, they're still on par with these guys. So what we're going to do, we're not done testing yet. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to take a trip back to the hood. And we're going to see what it does. Let's go. All right, here we go. Yep. Okay. Yeah. All right. As far as bass, the X10, the Sport X10's got it. They're up. Okay. Hold. The bass is nice on here. Very nice. Oh, you feel like you being punched. All right. Okay. Let me go ahead and stop these right here. Uh, yeah, the bass on these guys, they're they're higher. They're better. The bass on this is better than these guys right out of the box. The bass on the Sport X10s. I gotta stop saying these guys because I can get people confused when I'm referring to. I'm a work in progress, like I said. So bear with me, team. All right. So the bass on the Sport X10s, are right out of the box. No EQ help. Better than the Liberty 3 Pros right out of the box. No EQ, but not by much. I mean, these guys feel like you're getting hit with these, like just hit. We all know the difference between a hit and a punch, I'm sure. These guys feel like you're getting punched in the side of the head. These feel like you're getting hit in the side of the head. So I don't recommend going out and finding out what's the difference between the two. So, but if you know what I mean. So these are definitely for your bass heads. Yeah. But as far as let me back up. As far as everything else, as far as the overall sound, they're just as good as the Liberty 3 Pros. Balanced sound. The vocals are clear. You get good separation as far as instruments goes. And, and these are right out of the box, ladies and gentlemen. These are right, like I said, I do these tests with nothing done, like as if you were in a rush. You just grabbed them, you just got them in. You just want to test, you just want to put them on, and you just want to listen to stuff. That's where I come from with these reviews. I have my own personal settings that I use for myself, but I would rather these reviews be where we just look at these things as if we're just pulling them out the box and we're pairing them up and we're leaving. All right. So like I said, they're both on the same level as far as the overall sound. They could be just a tick higher as far as overall volume for both of them, but the bass definitely comes through on the Sport X10s, especially with the bass heavy songs. With the rock and roll song, the Lenny Kravitz song, the pop song like Lenny Kravitz, they were both on equal footing. So with that being said, I think I might have spilled over into my final thoughts, but we'll go back and we'll do that anyway. So stay strapped in. We'll be right back with my final thoughts. All right, we're back in, and here are my final thoughts on the Liberty 3 Pros and the Sport X10s. They're both excellent for the gym. They both fit very securely and comfortably. They're both light. That's more surprising with the Liberty 3 Pros, because of the overall bulkiness to them. The Sport X10s do have a little bulk, but not on the level of the Liberty 3 Pros. Obviously, the Liberty 3 Pros are packed with more features than the Sport X10s, hence the price of them. However, when it comes to just you want like a pure bass experience, you got to go with the Sport X10s. I do like the fact that they wrap around their ear. They're even comfortable. So when you're in those different types of workouts where you can fear that your earbuds would fall out, you ain't got to worry about that with these guys. And I haven't had any experience where these guys would have fallen out either. So I'm gonna just say that they're equally, they both get you there. They just take different paths of getting you there, and they're both equally secure in your ear once you have them in. But like I said, the bass, if you want that killer bass, that punching you upside the head with lefts and rights, you want the while you're doing a workout. You want the Sport X10s. Of course, you want that balanced sound, which they both have, but you want just a little less bass. Then you want to go with the Liberty 3 Pros, not to mention multi-point pairing, wireless charging, and things of that nature. As far as battery life, I consider these guys both equal. As far as that goes, they both can get you up to 8 hours on the on the single charge, depending on your usage. With both of these guys, of course, I broke down what all the options they had underneath the with the Sport X10s. Of course, you got fast charging for each of them, IPX ratings on both of them. So I mean, basically, with a couple extra features and everything like that, these guys are on equal footing, except for these guys are more so geared for the workout because of the bass, and everybody likes that good bass punch when they're working out. They help them power through. So definitely invest in these if that's something that you do. If you're in the gym, you need a good pair of earbuds that's going to have active noise cancellation. It's going, you don't have to worry about them falling out your ear when you're in incline or decline positions doing workouts and everything like that. Go ahead and get the Sport X10s. $80. You cannot beat that. If you want overall sound, you still want the security, you still want the secure fit for when you're at the gym. You want multi-point pairing when you're at work. You want to be able to connect to 2 things at once. You want the wireless charging. You want to be able to utilize the LDAC feature for optimal audio. You want to go with the Liberty 3 Pros. Either one, you can't. There's supposed to be specific, from my understanding. I could be wrong. They're supposed to be specific, but I think just these guys are workout ready. These guys are your everyday ready. That's how I see it. All right. So with that being said, good luck in making a decision. If I had to, I couldn't choose between the two because, well, actually, yes, I couldn't. I could. You know what? Let me back up. I'm starting to confuse myself here. I would go on my every day, like at work and everything. I would use Liberty 3 Pros. When I hit the gym, I pull these guys out, and we would I would go a couple rounds with these guys in the gym. So with that being said, now that I done confused everybody, no, I'm just kidding. But with that being said, everybody, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for stopping in and hollering at your boy. If you like what you see, go ahead and hit the like button at the bottom of at the bottom here. If you want to stay tuned to see what else I got going, what other videos I got coming out, different earbuds, different comparisons, unboxings, and so on, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and then go ahead and ring the notification bell. That way, once these videos drop, you'll be notified by it. And that way you can go in and jump in and enjoy what I enjoy doing, which is bringing you guys quality content like this on devices like this. And if you have any suggestions as far as comparisons, or have any questions or leave them in the comments below. I'd like to hear from you. You can also reach me at Twitter on Twitter/RonOnTech, and also on Instagram at RonOnTech. Okay, so that's it for this edition. I will see you guys and gals in the next one. Peace.